In this module, we're going to review our first piece of the PBS puzzle, the dashboard. Remember to always verify your dashboard information is correct. If you see something that doesn't look correct, please contact the Flight Attendant Bidding Resource Center. Now keep in mind that all bid open and bid close times are in DFW time. The PBS system will automatically save any change you make, so there's no need to click anywhere to save before you close the app. Let's take a look at the navigation bar and the function of each different tab. The Dashboard tab is where you find the monthly data for you, your base, and the times for bidding. The Days Off tab has properties you can use to tell PBS how to structure your days off. This is different than bidding specific days off, which we will show you in the line holder bidding specific days off module. The Pairing tab is where properties to search or bid for pairings are found. This is where you tell PBS what types of pairings you'd like to fly. When you want to use properties to tell PBS how to structure your pairings on your line, you will click on the Line tab. Now moving over to the Layer tab, which is an extremely important tab because that is a summary of your line holder bid. You go there to check your pairing pools and look to see how much you have bid. The Award tab is where you go to view your award. And finally, the Standing Bid tab allows you to create a generic bid that stays in the system and can be used as a backup or as a foundation to use in your monthly bid. We will show you all about the Standing Bid in the Standing Bid module. Now moving back to the full dashboard, I'd like to walk you through the individual elements that you see. First is the Layer Overview Calendar. This shows color blocks on each day that you have a day off, specific pairing bid, or pre-planned activity or absence. It remains in sync with the calendar below it on all tabs except for the Reserve tab. Now let's move on to the bid package information. Bid Start reflects the date and time the PBS bid window opens. Bid End reflects the date and time the PBS bid window closes. And the countdown clock to the right reflects the time remaining until the bidding window closes. The targeted line is a targeted number of line holders bidding in the base. Targeted reserves is a targeted number of reserves bidding in the base. And total bidders represents the total number of flight attendants bidding in the base. The next section of the dashboard is the User Information section. It's all about you. It starts with your base, and this should represent the base for which you are bidding. So if you have received a transfer, your transfer base should be listed under the base. Fleet is a listing of all equipment that you are currently qualified to fly. Position simply is your position as a flight attendant. Seniority represents your seniority within your status. So if your status this month is line holder, your seniority number is representative of where you are among line holders. If your status this month is reserve, that number represents your seniority among reserves. The status category will list your status as a line holder or reserve. It will also list any special qualifications you may hold, such as purser or speaker. Language will default to English unless you are a speaker. If you are a speaker, you will see your designated languages listed here. If you speak more than 2 languages, PBS will display your 2 designated languages. Existing credit includes any credit that you are bringing into the month. For example, it could include things like carryover credit from a trip or vacation credit. Training month represents your base CQ training month. The final section of the dashboard is the message board. Don't overlook the message board as it will include information that is pertinent to your base. Things like the monthly baseline average or any specific messages that the PBS administration team may need to communicate to you. That concludes your guided tour of the dashboard.